Hey guys, Chris here, and welcome to another Avenger Log. So far doing good, just one a month, and that's really what the plan is for these Avenger Logs. However, I have a feeling, you never know, there might be two in 1 month. Thanksgiving's coming up. Maybe I'll be in a giving mood of another Avenger Log. I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and that's why I love doing these Avenger Logs a month apart, because this way it gives me... Why did it open up a new note? No. Gives me a lot to talk about. First off, before I get into this Avenger Log, most important thing, thank you guys so much for all your messages on Skype, on YouTube, everywhere, making sure myself and Michael were okay during and after Hurricane Sandy. It was devastating, and it's going to take a long time before things get back to normal for us here at the East Coast, all of us that have been hit, especially New Jersey. And you know, this has been anything but a normal week for me. And comic books, of course, are going to be late. I'm sure you guys already figured that out. So that's the one negative thing I can say about the effects on the channel. But for the most part, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all your messages. Michael really appreciates all your messages. We're okay. You know, we lost power from 8 o'clock Monday night all the way through until Wednesday. We got it back around 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. And yeah, so it's Friday, no comics are here, so because obviously the shipment for this week's comics as well as next week's comics, from what they're saying, will be late. Hopefully by the second week of November, comics will be moving at a regular pace again. But there was a lot of devastation, like I said, and there's a lot to come back from. And that's all I can really say about Sandy. Thank you guys so much for everything. I have my computer up to show a couple of things as we're going through. But first thing I want to talk about, before I get into talking about anything like that, is during my weekly reviews, I've been talking about this for a bit, and it's the moving of certain comics from my weekly review over to Dark Avenger Inc. and making them into in-depth reviews instead. The companies this does not affect, obviously, are the big two, DC and Marvel. I'll be buying their books every week. There's Marvel Now coming up. DC has a couple of things they're going to be doing soon. New series are going to be starting. Drops, pickups, same exact thing. You know, if it gets to the point where it's boring, I will drop it. If something looks interesting enough, I'll be picking it up. Marvel Now is coming, and we're all getting every single one of the #1 books, at least from Marvel Now, to give each series a try. The books that are affected are the indie books. Dark Avenger Inc., we are working with a lot of comic companies now, and we have the ability to get to a lot of the books that we read, and a lot of the books we've never considered reading and now have the ability to read a lot faster, and we can do reviews a lot quicker because of that. And I was thinking about it, and for several reasons, which I was listing them before, and I won't list them again now. For several reasons, I decided to take a good bulk of those books and move them into Dark Avenger Inc. I don't have a definitive list yet, but I can tell you guys right now the ones that I'm pretty sure are definitely going to Inc. And that are the 3 Transformers books. And this is effective as of the first week of November, minus Regeneration 1, which I decided to buy the hard copy of the next issue of this issue because it is the last part to the first story arc. Everything else in November I'm getting digitally. And I'll be doing slideshows during my in-depth review. I'll be showing the artwork through my laptop and doing a one-on-one with you guys. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, but most likely it'll be a slideshow, give or take. But Transformers from IDW absolutely are moving to Inc. A lot of people actually requested me to do Transformers in individual comic reviews, so it all works out there. And from Image, Manhattan Projects is, I believe, starting its second story arc, and that is moving to Dark Avenger Inc. as well digitally. Books that I can tell you are absolutely staying are the obvious duh ones, which are anything Star Wars, which I'm going to get into a couple of books in a minute. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, and The Walking Dead will all be on my weekly comic reviews. When the 200th comic review comes up, no worries. if I haven't been buying it in physical form, even if I'm doing digital reviews of it, if it comes out the week of the 200 video, I will be buying it regardless. So you will be seeing returns of certain books. I'm sure at least one or two during the week of my 200th comic review, which I'm already gearing up for. Got the countdown. We're still in the 40s. It's taking forever to at least get into the 30s, but we're getting there. And that's basically all I have for now with the comics. As the weeks go on, you'll see books that aren't in the weekly review, but I promise you guys they will be in-depth reviews. So I'm not dropping really anything. I'm just moving certain books over to Dark Avenger Inc. As I said, it's an expansion of my channel. It's an expansion of all of our channels. And if you haven't already, definitely go to that channel, check it out, subscribe, everything like that there, because we got a lot coming. Which leads me into the next thing, 2013. Let me tell you guys, from this point on, we got big things planned for 2013. This weekend being a huge thing. We got a nice size surprise this weekend for you guys. That's first. Then in the coming month we have Thanksgiving, and in the following month we have Christmas. Marvel Now is starting up next week. So we are officially, Marvel Now is officially here. It's now. And we got lots of things we have planned for, stuff on Dark Avenger Inc. And you guys aren't going to want to miss that. But in January, I mentioned I'm doing a project in January, and it's huge. But me and Mike Spider Slayer were actually talking today a bit about, you know, just general stuff with the ink and just general stuff, you know, in general. And after our conversation, you know, I hung up and doing some work around, because Lord knows there's a lot of damage around here. I started brainstorming ideas, just random things in my head. You know, some things right away I canceled out. I said, nah, that's just dumb. That's not going to work at this time. You know, I brainstormed all the way until, dare I say, the beginning of 2014. Maybe a little bit beyond. It's never too early to think about the future. But yeah, I didn't think too in-depthly about the future as far as 2014. I was thinking 2013. And you guys know the major project I promised you guys. I told you guys I'm planning for January. So that's out there already. And it is going to be through YouTube. But I was thinking of something else, and I have to talk to other people about it on Ink. And it won't be involving YouTube though. It'll be more involved with our Facebook page, which Mike, you could loosen the camera and just twist it a bit. If you guys go to facebook.com/Dark Avenger Inc., you will find our Dark Avenger Inc. fan page. And on there you can give it a like, and this way you'll be able to see all the stuff we post on our fan page in your live feed. I know a lot of people aren't really on Facebook much anymore. A lot of people didn't like the timeline. I don't blame you guys. Personally, I don't use Facebook that much anymore. But when it comes to the fan page, I'm on there extensively doing a lot of work on the fan page. And Cindy's going to be working the fan page a lot, because she's going to be building it up a little bit for us. But all of our stuff is going to be, we haven't posted videos up on there much yet. We have done a couple of videos on there. For right now though, we're doing news, whether it be news from us, news from CBR, news from Newsarama, anything we find out that we want to report to you guys, news on videos we're planning to do or are doing, or reminder of events and contests and whatnot are going to go on there. We're going to start posting our videos from Dark Avenger Inc. on there, which is why Cindy's going to be working on there extensively as well. She's going to be grabbing everything that we miss posting on there and posting it on the Facebook for us. So we're really working on building up the Facebook page. But this second idea that I brainstormed that I really like is going to involve the Facebook page, or it's going to connect to the Facebook page, because it's not going to involve YouTube as much as somewhere else. So, and this is another idea I'm just brainstorming. I did talk to one other person about this idea, and I just told her about it today. So I just spitballed the idea right now. This is an inkling stage, more than my project I have planned for January. So look forward to that. Go to facebook.com/Dark Avenger Inc. I'll put the link in the description below, and you guys can just click it right after this video and go check it out. But I'm going to have a lot of links in the description below. And that's it for the Facebook. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, one thing I'd like to really talk about really quick, and Mike, if you'll swerve back over here again, is another website that I actually came across recently through an article on CBR, and I actually posted it. I favorited the page on our Facebook, which is once again why you guys should definitely check out and favorite our Facebook fan page. Trillbent.com, free comic books that are posted up weekly. I actually was introduced into this channel through City of the Dead Week 1, and I read it. You know, you could click on any of these comics. For example, let's go to City of the Dead, and basically you choose which way you want to do it. I always go PDF, and right on the web page, there you go. Let me zoom out a bit. You get the comic for free. You can read the comic book for free, and it reads out. Oh, let me go down a bit. It reads out just like the books on a digital, the Comixology. It's really fun. The artwork's really good. The story's really good. Mark Waid is involved with the channel, and this is just an example. And this is just more stuff that we'll probably all be discussing through. Thank you, Michael. You went a little bit. This is all stuff that we'll be discussing, I'm sure, in the future on Dark Avenger Inc. So there's a little bit more of a future promotion. Whoop! There. Almost lost my iPod. Which now leads me into moving away from websites into personal stuff. First is congratulations to Mike Spiderslayer, who actually is now has 200 videos. He has posted his 200 video celebration. It's a mixture of his 200 video, his comic book haul, which involves old comics that I really like, the two he got from the bins in the bag, lucky guy, and some older comics that he's been collecting throughout his years as well, which are also awesome to look through, because it's like, I got that one, I don't have that one, I got that one, that one, that one, and that one, I don't have that one. So that was fun to watch, guys. Check it out. I'll have the link in the description below, as well as Trillbent's link. Congratulations to Mike Spiderslayer, 200 videos, even though it's not your official 200th because you had deleted older videos. It's great. I look forward to your 300, 400, 500, 1,000, 2,000, what have you. As you said, this is a huge pleasure to be doing. You know, never thought we'd be where we are today, and I look forward to where we're going in the future. And now that leads me up to, we're at, how many minutes?
12 minutes, 46
Oh, that's
seconds.
good. Okay. I don't know, I'm in front of the camera, so Mike's also behind the camera, by the way, guys.
Hello.
This also sent us into another thing, which, thank you, Mike Spiderslayer, for holding up the fort while Mike and I were absent, as well as Kat and Cindy, from the podcast due to Hurricane Sandy, when we had our power outages. You are the meaning behind the show must go on. You, Audrey Craig, and even Simon did Avenger Cast on Dark Avenger Inc. And you made sure the show went on, the live cast went on Tuesday without a hitch, without a hiccup or anything. You guys did an awesome job. So thank all of you for continuing the show even in our absence. We really missed being on the show, and we look forward to being on the show next week. But one thing that was talked about that I would like to talk about here really quick before I get into the last topic is Star Wars. Everybody's afraid of what's happening because Disney officially bought Star Wars. And it's the same freak out like when Disney bought Marvel. And the truth is, guys, nothing's going to happen to Star Wars. Because when Disney bought Marvel, the only company that suffered was Boom Studios. Because Boom Studios lost the contract to their comic books that were affiliated with Disney. And Marvel picked them up. So if anything, Marvel's roster of comics grew and Boom Studios shrunk. However, Boom Studios persevered. They brought out Extermination. They brought out the Hypernaturals. They've got a bunch of stuff. So they survived, and they're like, whatever. You want your Disney comics and Marvel? Go ahead. We've got other stuff we're doing, and we're going to be fine. However, Dark Horse Comics is known. When you say Star Wars, or you say Dark Horse, the first three things that come to mind are Buffy/Angel, Star Wars, and Hellboy. They lose Star Wars, it's like losing a huge brand. But I don't think Dark Horse is going to lose Star Wars. First of all, because their miniseries are amazing. And from what I heard, when Marvel had Star Wars, series didn't go too well. I didn't read it personally, so I can't tell you guys if that's true or not. But Dark Horse is doing an amazing job with Star Wars, and in January, which is something I'm getting, they're starting an ongoing series which hasn't been around for years. Star Wars Legacy ended in the 70s, I believe, and since then it's only been 5 to 4 issue miniseries. For the first time in years, starting next year, Star Wars is going to have an ongoing series that's just called Star Wars. I'm getting it. It takes place between episode 4 and episode 6. Yes. I want to make sure. And it's Luke Skywalker, Leia, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewie, and Darth Vader. All the characters we know. The Rogue Squadron's in it. Everything. Looking forward to that series. And I'm looking forward to Dawn of the Jedi. And there's another mini-series coming out with Darth Vader that I'm looking forward to reading also. But beside the point, if Dark Horse has this ongoing, I highly doubt that Disney's going to cut the contract short and move that series to Marvel, especially because there's already a creative team on it. But then again, I could be wrong. You can't quote me. But there is an ongoing that is starting in January. I'm excited for it. Any Star Wars fan out there should be excited for it. And you know I'm going to be doing in-depth reviews on that and more on Dark Avenger Inc. And I'm sure I'm going to try to drag Michael into it with me as well. And as far as the cartoon on Cartoon Network goes, that I have no idea, guys. To be honest, it's a really awesome cartoon. I think instead of paying LucasArts and George Lucas, they'll be paying Disney instead. I don't see the show dying or anything, and if it does channel hop to Disney, I'm sure they're going to keep the entire creative team as well as the voice actors. I don't see a major change going on. I could be wrong. Once again, I'm not God, and I'm not all knowledgeable of Disney, but I don't see major changes happening to anything Star Wars for the near to close distant future. In the super far distant future, there's that possibility, but I'm looking forward to Star Wars Episode 7, which was announced by Disney, and it's not going to have any affiliation, I heard, with the first 6 movies, so we'll see where it goes. I just think everybody should just relax, just like we told everybody when Marvel was bought by Disney. It's nothing major yet. Everybody should just relax and see what happens. It's not going to hurt Star Wars. It's going to hurt everything that is involved around Star Wars. Excuse me a second. So I don't think anybody should really worry about, see, when you have a blackout, no Pepsi, sun kiss. So everybody should just relax about the Star Wars stuff. I don't think anything's going to change. It's just the owners of the books and the titles have changed. That's it. And last but most certainly not least is a channel that Michael spoiled a bit early. Not yet. He's ready to grab the camera, that I've been talking about through our Facebook page for the past couple of weeks. It's a show that I was introduced to by my good friend Lisa Moore. Safari Sunset 83. I forgot what the conversation was about, but it went around to podcasts and stuff like that, and she told me I should check this podcast out, and it's Zone 4. Now you can look, Michael. And this is the official website. Link will be in the description for this, as well as a link to their 190th episode. Don't let that fool you. It says 180. It goes like that. There we go. Boop. To their 100th. I'll have a link to the main page, as well as a link to their 190th 190th podcast. They do it every Friday. They're 190 episodes in. They are 10 episodes away from their 200th episode, and the show is about a mass variety of things. Comics, TV, movies. As a matter of fact, the 190th episode pertained to Star Wars being bought by Disney, and it was a lengthy part of it's a good chunk of the 190th episode. And they also talked about getting ready for their 200th. And guys, I know how it feels. I'm gearing up for my 200th video. But for those of you who say I'm like one of the older reviewers, as you guys can see, there are people that have been around a bit longer than me. So as I am up there, but there are still people that have been around a lot longer than I have. And whereas I'm in my 40s until I get to my 200th, they're officially, as of this week, 10 episodes away from their 200th podcast show. And really quickly, since I have my iPod, you guys can go check it out on their website. You can click the view episode and you can watch it on the website. But let's say you don't have a computer handy, but you have your iPod. If you go into iTunes and you type in Zone 4 on your search bar, which I don't know why it's going to the loading screen because I had it up already, you can find all of Zone 4's episodes, including their specials, all in a nice, neat list from episode 1 being at the very bottom all the way up to, and look at that, episode 190 being on the top, or whatever current episode it is. And you could either click the arrow to download it, or you could just click the episode like this, and it'll play for you directly through iTunes. It is a free podcast.
What you are about to hear is highly classified. Pay attention and listen at all times. And most importantly, remember, a land speeder is much cooler than a teacup.
Yep.
An X-Wing ride would dominate Space Mountain.
Absolutely.
And Mickey Mouse ears might just look good on an Ewok. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now entering Zone 4.
And that's their kick-ass theme, and the intro to the 190th. The intro changes each and every week. The only thing that doesn't change is the guitar intro, which is awesome. Mike even bobs his head when he listens to it. With an intro like that, how could you go wrong? Podcast is awesome. I enjoy listening to it every week with Brant. I've actually had the pleasure and honor to actually have a conversation with Brant once. Hopefully I get to talk to him more really soon, and you know, he's a really great guy. I enjoy listening to his co-hosts Ron and Gordon and John. That's the main cast. There are other people that show up from time to time, but it's a really enjoyable show. For those of you who are doing stuff around the house, you can just plug your iPod into your speakers if you have a speaker set, or you can just put your iPod in your arm, in your pocket, hit play, and just listen to them while you're doing your daily routine or what have you. Zone 4 is an awesome podcast, and you guys definitely, if you haven't already checked it out, definitely after this video and after clicking all the other links that I'm sure you're going to want to click Zone 4, check out their latest episode, check out what they're all about. I'm positive you guys are going to love it, and you're going to be hooked on it just like I was, just like a lot of people are. And let's say you don't know, the episodes go up every Friday, but for those of you who are on the internet, you'll be able to find the new episode on their channel, on their website I should say, or you can go to Dark Avenger Inc.'s Facebook fan page. I post it up each and every Friday as well, or you can just go straight to iTunes and it'll be there on the listing for you as well. So you got 3 ways to find the latest episode of Zone 4 each and every week. Dark Avenger Inc. fan page, official website, or the official iTunes site. And look forward to hearing a lot more about Zone 4, because I love the guys on Zone 4. I really love you guys. I hope you guys are watching this. You guys do an amazing job. I can't wait for your 200 video. I'm as excited for your 200 video as I'm sure you guys are. I'm sure you guys are even more so excited. And everybody else, I know you guys are excited for my 200 video. I'm excited for it as well. Got the countdown. We're all set up for everything. But yeah, Zone 4, awesome channel, awesome website. Go check them out. And like I said, you'll be hearing a lot more about them from me and on Dark Avenger Inc. as time goes on. Don't want to give too much away. So, sum up of everything. Comics are moving to Dark Avenger Inc. Big things coming for Dark Avenger Inc. New videos, possible new member, new stuff, big 2013, everything. As far as outer sites, check out all the links below that I've left for you guys. Mike's 200 video, Zone 4, absolutely. Trillbent, for those of you that are interested in checking out some out-of-the-way comics, we'll be doing reviews on them on Dark Avenger Inc. And everybody relax about Star Wars. Let's see where this goes from here. This is just my opinion, of course. I'm not upset. I'm looking forward to what comes next from Star Wars and Disney. And that's it, guys. So take care, keep reading, keep collecting. You know the rundown. I love comments, though. Let me know in the comments below what you think about all this new stuff. And by the way, for those of you who are asking stuff, the roster for Dark Avenger Inc. is closed. I know I just mentioned about some potential new person that's coming on board. This person was thought about a long, long time ago before we locked the roster. It's safer to keep it at the number it's at now. So we are not going to be adding new people to Dark Avenger Inc. at all. Roster is set in stone for all eternity. We want to keep it the number it's at now. So thank you guys so much. for wanting to contribute. We appreciate it, but our roster, as I said, is set. This new person is still tentative. I'm in talks with this person, and hopefully we will have this person on Dark Avenger Inc. Look forward to the big thing in 2013. Look forward to huge things in general coming out of what we're brainstorming for 2013, and wait till you see what we got planned in the coming year. You're going to enjoy it. I've got big things planned. Comic Book Corner. I've got a bunch of books. That's where I review my graphic novels. That's coming back soon. I've got a lot of books I'd like to review. I just got the new Teen Titans, the game. Want to review that. So that's coming back to this channel. This channel still the weekly reviews, unboxing Fridays, hopefully on time, and the Comic Book Corners. Take care, everybody. Hopefully I'll be getting you guys a new video up here soon. Dark Avenger Inc. always. See you guys really soon. I see that battery blinking. I don't want to get cut off, so take care, everybody. Keep reading, keep collecting. Check out Zone 4. Check out Trillbent. Check out the Facebook page. Please give it a like, because there's going to be big things coming out of there. If you're on Facebook, we got a lot planned. I've got a brainstorm idea for that, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. So please, I implore, check out the Facebook page and give it a thumbs up or a like, and put us in your timeline today. Take care, guys. See you soon.